All right, try spelling anti-disestablishmentarianism. Your next word is Gegenstand's theory. Your word is Chargogagogman Chagagog Chaubunagun Gamag. Next up, gastroenterologist. Please spell erythrocytopheresis. Next up, spectrophotofluorometry. Spell photoplethysmography. Can you spell pseudorhombic-octahedron? All right, can you spell sclerectoiridectomy? All right, try spelling elogofushu hypopocuneurius. Can you spell pyrrolizidini alkaloidosis? The next word is bourgeoisification. Next up, tonsillopharyngitis. All right, can you spell honorific abilitudinity? Can you spell autothaumaturgist? Can you spell anti-xerophthalmic? All right, can you spell parallelogrammatic? Your next word is otorhinolaryngological. Please spell pseudo-hypoparathyroidism. All right, can you spell counter-immunoelectrophoresis? The next word is dextrodeorsumversion. Please spell anthropomorphization. All right, spell dihydrotheodoluidine. Please spell ventriculocysternostomy. The next word is sphygmomanometer. All right, can you spell thyroparathyroidectomy? The next word is ferriprotoporphyrin. All right, spell stereoelectroencephalography. Please spell canaliculodacryocystohinostomy. Please spell loncastuximab-tesirine. Please spell psychophysicotherapeutics. All right, spell psychoneuroimmunology. The next word is cholangiopancreatography. Spell pneumoencephalography.
Spell electrothermomagnetohydrodynamommetallurgy. 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 Spell. Incomprehensibilities. Spell. Otorhinolaryngological. Can you please spell hypomelatroph Can you spell cryptoblastoneurotosemia? Can you please spell erythrocytopheresis? Can you please spell ferriprotoporphyrin? Spell pseudo-hypoparathyroidism. Spell tonsillopharyngitis. Can you please spell pseudohermaphroditism? Spell fictamyxinatromastomia. Fictamyxinatromastomia. Spell hepaticocholangiogastrostomy. Spell hyperchronopharmacogenomia bioinformatics. Hyperchronopharmacogenomia bioinformatics. Hyperchronopharmacogenomia bioinformatics. Spell. Transinstitutionalization. Can you please spell neuroquantum energetics? Spell triskaidekaphobia. Can you spell heterogeneous? Spell dihydrothioethyluidine. Can you spell radiopharmaceuticalist?
Spell. Low. Spell me. Gastroenterologist. Spell me. Autothaumaturgist. Spell the word neuropsychopharmacology. Spell the word hippopotamonstros squipedaliophobia. Spell ferriprotoporphyrin. Spell the word esophagogastroduodenoscopy. Spell hemidemisemiquaver. Spell elogofushuhippopoconurious. Spell the word floshinohombicosidodecahedron.
Why did Roblox just terminate the most
Hey, teach, what are these things with the 4 lines? Oh, those? Those are 64th notes. They're also known as hemi-demi semiquavers, so your hands gotta move pretty fast to hit those. Well, that seems ridiculous. What if I went half that speed? Then you'd be playing a demi-semiquaver. What? That's what a 32nd note is called. Okay. Well, then what if I went twice as fast as the 64th note? Well, then that would be an 128th note, otherwise known as a semi-hemi-demi-semiquaver. Double that? Demi-semi-hemi-demi-semiquaver. So say I have a 16th note, semiquaver, next to a 32nd note, a demi-semiquaver, next to a 64th note, hemi-demi-semiquaver, next to an 128th note, a semi-hemi-demi-semiquaver. Say I were to play all those back to back, then I would be playing something very impressive. Because then you'd be playing a semiquaver, demi-semiquaver, hemi-demi-semiquaver, and a semi-hemi-demi-semiquaver back to back. There it is, that's what I wanted. You wanna try it? No, I'm just gonna play the same 3 things I always do. Hey, teach, what are these things with the 4?
What is a quasi-hemi-demi semiquaver? This is a quarter note because it's 1/4 of a whole note. This is
Crush it. Quaver.
Have y'all ever wondered?
Their friend is cutting meat.
这太生了，
He doesn't look happy.
又他妈吵架了，肯定的呀，一会儿就好了。
They didn't think much of it.
那拿料起来，啊，这啥肉能切这么大呢？不能切这么大啊！
But then,
咋？
he suddenly sees something and freaks out.
啥呀？啊！这是？
They're both in shock.
报警吧！报警！别说了。想想，那也不能别说。
Then, he appears holding a knife.
不报警！没报警，别报警，没想报警。啊！
They scream in fear.
你把这手里放下！
Then, suddenly,
不干不干！啊！拿这来干啥？是我放的。啥？我刚才演的香不？
their friend is cutting meat.
这太生了，
He doesn't look happy.
又他妈吵架了，肯定的呀，一会儿。
Recently, Bryson, Izzy, and I were all sitting together on a flight to Anaheim for VidCon. Now, I'm pretty tall at 6'2", but Izzy dunks over me at a Goliath 6'5". So, needless to say, standard plane seats are not our friend. We knew going in that our knees would be assaulted, but we were excited about our destination, so we grit our teeth and took off. Not long after, the guy in front of Izzy just flies backwards, digging into Izzy's kneecap.
Something's gonna bring the change.
Neat. Now for the earpiece.
A new iPhone? Forget this junk.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye. Come on, let's buy some iPhones online.
I thought we were buying our iPhones online.
We are online.
But I thought the mom store was across town.
It is across town.
I feel like a mindless zombie. I wish I knew how long we've been waiting. Oh no, the light. I guess I'm off to hell.
That's the store, Professor.
The new iPhones are in short supply, so please form an orderly...
Out of the way! Are there any left?
There may be one. Okay, it's $500. You have no choice of carrier.
Shut up and take my money. Say, you're from one of those ethnicities that knows about technology. Why is it called an iPhone?
I'll explain after I install it.
Neat.
Now for the earpiece.
A new I
just fed a capybara in the Philippines. Just outside of Tagaytay, there's a place called Yoki's Farm. So I took a tour. The tour starts off with a plethora of birds that you can pose with and feed. Then I got to see the Clappy Blappies. Shout out to Gordon Quandale. Plus I even got to feed a monkey, pet ostrich and zebras, and even feed and pet a tortoise. Very epic. I just fed a capybara in the Philippines.
If this balloon touches the ground, you all die. I don't understand.
Perhaps you're looking for this?
What? I killed you!
I'm going to explain everything right now.
When the Balloon Boys were created, I was tasked with researching the rules of the magic. I went to the location of their inception.
If this balloon touches the ground, we all die.
There I found high readings of perceptive radiation, which led me under the building, where I found a reality-shifting gem. I could sense its power, It only needed to be channeled, so I constructed a machine and attempted to replicate the event. If this balloon touches the ground, I will die. Invincibility. Immortality. It was euphoric. And yet, I felt cursed. Closer than ever to death. And so began the experiments. We shipped in hundreds of death row inmates and answered every question. What constitutes the ground? What are the limits of invincibility? Multiple balloons. Destruction. Perception. As the Balloon Boys were paraded in front of the world as heroes, I saw a darker purpose. The rich and powerful would send their balloons to the moon, creating two classes of people, the invincible.
To save everyone the hustle of taking out the trash, we built 20 running trash bins. Our studio is a mess. There's always garbage on the tables, on the floor. At first, I thought the problem was simply not enough trash cans, so I bought more. But for some reason, people still didn't bother. Then I had a thought, what if the trash bin catches trash mid-air, then empties itself automatically? Wouldn't that solve everything? We added 3 big motors and wheels under the bin, so we can move quickly. Nice move. Then we put a camera on the bin and train a model to identify common types of trash. When it sees a trained object flying through the air, it sprints to intercept. After many rounds of fine-tuning by our engineers, it finally caught its first piece of trash.
Oh, call.
With the basic function working, we created 3 specialized bins. One come up the floor. Place rock, paper, scissors with you, make you feel invincible. One has a lid, so we can now
Practice rookie. Let's baby stop.
talk trash.
If you make it in, I'll eat my lid. Haha. Nice try, genius.
And then came the ultimate bin, the punishment bin. Equipped it with a soft dart launcher. If someone litters, you can remote control it to fire a warning shot. So now the throwing trash part is solved. What about emptying the trash automatically? We actually make this a Hisio Mega Bin. And we give each small bin a bag swapping mechanism. When a small bin approaches the big one, the big bin extends a clamp, lifts the bag system, swing it over the mouth, then tightens to heated wires to seal and cut off the full part of the bag, which drops into the big bin. A fresh bag is pulled into place. But wait, how do the small bins even find the big one? When everyone leaves and the lights goes off, this is what it looks like. We embedded LED strips under the floor and placed downward-facing cameras on each bin. Then we taught them to follow the light. So by programming the light trail, we can guide the bins one by one straight to the mega trash bin.
Don't waste my food, you bastard!
Hold up! I can't see you! Everything's pitch black!
Quit screwing around, Taro. It ain't funny.
I didn't say anything! Momo, are you out there?
Gigi, when did you get back to normal?
Whoa, might be the evil spirit using Gigi's voice. Taro, open up your face.
There. Momo! Okay, you're okay!
Get some water, cold water.
You bastards! I shall murder you all! What? Why'd you do that?
Yeah, I figured. This ain't gonna be fun. Keep those thermoses on you and filled with hot water. If the spirit pops out, splash him. Best be super careful, Gigi. When you wash your hands, drink water, rainy days, teeny bit of cold water gets on you, and you'll transform.
That's hot!
Don't wait!
Oh my god! Tommy, where'd you get that?
someone was doing them at a party.
Watch this.
Explain to me how a fictional K-pop group, or two fictional K-pop groups actually, have been breaking real records and making it to the top of the music charts. Like, imagine being an actual K-pop group and like, hey guys, I just checked my phone and there's a new K-pop group that just debuted and they are the #1 group in the whole world. What? Hey, let me see your phone. Can I see what they look like? Yeah, check for yourself. Look. Explain to me how a fictional K-pop group, or two fictional K-pop groups actually, have been breaking real records and making it to the top of the music charts. Like, imagine being an actual K-pop group and like, hey guys, I just checked my phone and there's a new K-pop group that just debuted and they are the #1 group in the whole world. What? Hey, let me see your phone. Can I see what they look like? Yeah, check for yourself. Look. Explain to me how a fictional K-pop group, or two fictional K-pop groups actually,
Krungthip Mahanak Hanaman Rotten Kusinma in Theriotthea Magdilok Pop Na Paratrachathan Abariro Mutam Rachana Wet Mahasathane Unfimina Watan Safat Sakavadiya Itsanakam Praisat. Can you please spell dimethylamino-phenyl dimethylpyrasolone? Dimethylamino-phenyl dimethylpyrasolone. Can you please spell hemidemisemic waiver? Spell Tweedy Hansamotor Verkuksmanevak Bonstekingsvergadring Samaro Epperstoas Proskrywerspersverklaring Witrakings Media Conferencia Einkendiging. Spell Hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia. Spell Triskidocaphobia. Spell Neuroquantum energetics. Spell Tatarotad. Can you please spell juxtapositionalistically? Spell Lopatodamashosalachigaleocraniolipsanadrimapodrimatosulfiocarabamelidocote kechimanocyclopicosipophotoperistrololectrianotekphaliokiclopaliolagoyasaraya bafatragonopterygon. Lopatodamashosalachigaleocraniolipsanadrimapodrimatosulfiocarabamelidocote kechimanocyclopicosipophotoperistrololectrianotekphaliokiclopaliolagoyasaraya bafatragonopterygon. Lopatodamashosalachigaleocraniolipsan. Can you please spell psychosynchromagnetodynamics? Spell bourgeoisification. Can you spell phosphatidylethanolamine? Can you spell cryptoblastoneurotosemia? Can you please spell thyroparathyroidectomized? Thyroparathyroidectomized. Can you please spell honorific abilitudinity? Spell Krungthip Mahanak Hanaman Rotten Kusinma in Theriotthea Magdilokvopnoperatrachathan Abariromutam Rachana Wet Mahasathane Unfimina Watan Sathat Sakathatia Itsanakam Prasit. Can you please spell psychoneuroendocrinological? Spell sclerectoiridectomy. Can you spell incomprehensibilities? Can you spell spectrophotofluorometry? Can you spell otorhinolaryngological? Can you please spell encephalomyeloradiculitis? Can you spell Halanvirputhguingilgogorikowarndrobol halantasilio go go go? Can you spell panendocrinal-neuroimmunohematopathogenesis? Can you please spell pyrrolizidinic colloidosis? Can you please spell verisimilitude? Can you spell dimethylaminophenyldimethyl Spell aminomethylpyrimidine. Can you please spell quasar-hombicositidecahedron? Spell triskidocaphobia. Spell hemispherectomy. Can you spell Halanvirputhguingilgogorikowarndrobol halantasilio go go go? Spell hepaticocholangiogastrostomy. 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 Can you spell phosphatidylethanolamine? Can you spell autothaumaturgist? Can you please spell blepharocorrhidoconjunctivitis? Spell synthonxiohypoluxolitis. Spell. Machiavellian. Spell. Pseudo-rhombic-octahedron. Spell. Oligodeoxyribonucleotide. Can you spell? Transinstitutionalization. 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 Anti-transubstantiationalist. Spell. Elogophosiohypopiconureas. Spell. Ventriculocysternostomy. Can you spell? Circumlocutionalistically. Can you spell? Electrothermometer. Can you please spell? Clickacockaclaskiclopatsclatchabatakripikratigradaxemisamanud hapludi upladipkincode. Clickacockaclaskiclopatsclatchabatakripikratigradaxemisamanud hapludi upladipkincode. Can you spell? Blepharochoroidoconjunctivitis. Can you spell? Subcompartmentalization. Can you spell? Hepaticocholangiogastrostomy. Spell. Elogophosiohypopiconureas. Elogophosiohypopiconureas. Can you spell? Blepharochoroidoconjunctivitis. Blepharochoroidoconjunctivitis. Spell. Counterimmunoelectrophoresis. Can you spell? Aminomethylpyrimidine. 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 Spell. Exalarium drogmagoranthiaminatus. Spell. Heterogeneous. Can you spell circumlocutionalistically? Can you please spell subcompartmentalization? Spell panendocrinoneuroimmunohematopathogenesis. Spell polymethylmethacrylate polymerization dynamics. Polymethylmethacrylate polymerization dynamics. Polymethylmethacrylate polymerization dynamics. Spell Lucidoer and Dunandura Scuda lo chauffeur me porter turizes full naborten sport hakangza croid verje kopikapuk. Can you spell dimethylaminophenyldimethyl Can you please spell canaliculodacryocystohynostomy? Can you spell Kinder Carnaval Soptokt Vuerberietingswerk Siam Heaton Comitelidin? Spell Aki Jangako Yulbi Oljip Jangtiok Bat Bungnal Garang Gakjabi Alamuan. Spell Bothal Coractor Scumman around Gansumuman arum drum strum trumina hump tadump wall to po folutta Raymond stern up. Spell. Methional 3-anyl 3-anyl glutaminyl arginyl tyrosyl glutamyl cyrillosyl phenylalanil alanil glutaminylok. Can you please spell parallelogrammatic? Can you please spell onomatopoeia? Can you spell radiopharmaceuticalist? Spell electrothermomagnetohydrodynamommetallurgy. Electrothermomagnetohydrodynamommetallurgy. Can you please spell phosphatidylethanolamine? Can you please spell heterogeneous? Can you please spell canaliculodacryocystohynostomy? Can you please spell Lucidoarendonandura scuda lochoferme porter turizes fulnaborton sport hakanza croid verjay kopikapuk. Spell antizerothalmic. Can you please spell pneumoencephalography? Spell Husten hasten koffen koffen fusem tossem damen dam nakosak kusak hobig zotukspis wbek hoskishal karkarkarakt. Can you spell panendocrino-neuroimmunohematopathogenesis? Panendocrino-neuroimmunohematopathogenesis. Spell counterimmunoelectrophoresis. Spell cryptoblastoneurotosemia. Can you spell pneumoencephalography? Can you spell thermodesulfobacterials? Can you spell pseudo-hypoparathyroidism? Spell triskaidekaphobia. Spell quasar-hombicosydodecahedron. Spell aminomethylpyrimidine. Can you spell Krungthip Mahanak Hanaman Rotten Kusinma in Theriotthea Magdilokvopna Feratrachathan Abariromutum Rachana Wet Mahasathane Unfimina Watan Sathat Sakathadia Itsanakam Prasit. Spell hyperchronopharmacogenomia bioinformatics. Hyperchronopharmacogenomia bioinformatics. Spell Bundesausbildungsforderungsgesetz. Can you please spell dextrose or subversion? Can you please spell stereoelectroencephalography? Stereoelectroencephalography. Can you please spell transcerebroventriculoneurofibrosarcomatosis? Spell hepaticocholangiogastrostomy. Can you spell flibbertigibbet? Can you spell counterimmunoelectrophoresis? Spell. Heterogeneous. Can you spell? Transdimensional law philosophy. Transdimensional law philosophy. Can you please spell incomprehensibilities? Can you spell parallelogrammatic? Can you please spell Gegenstands theory? Spell Donaudampfschiffers Elektrizitäten Hochbetriebswerkbau unter Beamten Gesellschaft. Can you please spell hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia? Can you please spell gastroenterologist? Spell Exalarium drogmagorantheaminatus. Spell Thermodesulfobacterials. Spell Echiozalanocalcalinoseratioliuminosecupriovitriolic. Can you spell bioluminescent microarchitectonics? Can you spell Tweede Handsemotor Verkoopsmanevakbonstekingsvergatering Samaro Epperstoes Proskrywerspersverklaring Witrakings Mediaconferentie Aankondiging?